I came across Buddha CEO during COVID when Chandra sir was doing this 40 days course through one of our common friends in London. I attended that. That again gave me, another perspective of meditation as well. It was not an easy journey when I did it in 1993 onwards, because it was like a guru and sishya kind of a thing in this modern world. Having that kind of a relationship was very rare, but at the same time it is very difficult to trust my guru himself, because I when you come out in the world, you will have all these confusion states, and when you go to him, then he used to be like, he was like a traditional guru, like he used to shout, he used to scold and all that, and then I used to listen and come back, and that was a kind of relationship was there. But it took me a long time to understand what my guru was actually talking about. And Buddha CEO also gave me perspective to another perspective to the meditation, and helped me to deepen my meditation levels. And also I teach meditation as well, in a different way, not the way Buddha CEO does, but I call it as breath healing, where we do breathing exercises along with that meditation, where people got amazing results. We have a tremendous amount of health benefits, and also discipline and all that similar kind of benefits what people get here. So yeah, it has been amazing experience so far, and I would like to continue this journey.
Good morning, good afternoon, and a wonderful evening, dear friends and masters. Very warm welcome to day 9 of our gratitude journey. What a wonderful video it was to hear somebody who practices and how he benefited. Yesterday, as we saw how our health is number one priority, when you do daily meditation practice, we get radiant, health and immense energy, if nothing else. Those are the two main benefits right away that you'll see. And if all of you have not read the wisdom note, it talks a lot in detail. So be sure to do that. And moving forward, learning about emptiness today and further ahead for our health. Very warm welcome to you, sir. Over to you. Thank you.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Good afternoon, evening. One of our meditators, senior master here, as a senior and junior, we're only talking about those who is walking the path little ahead here. So he used to take a lot of creams. He used to apply. And he also would, what he would say, a lot of supplements. Now, when he started practicing meditation, he didn't have to use them to have a glowing skin or healthy looking skin, or to have that strength in the body. After practicing meditation a few days later, the more he understood the rejuvenation is happening from inside, he stopped. And people started telling him, hey, what are you doing now? Your skin is glowing a lot more. Which cream are you applying now? Cream of meditation. There are part of a book called The Ikigai. There's research that many people in few islands where they picked where people are above 100 years old, centurions, we call them, in Okinawa, Japan. One of the islands, one of the places where, in that place somewhere. 100-year-old, the percentage of population in that place where people are living for 100 years or longer is significantly high, more than 25%. That means 1 in 4. And so one of the 103-year-old woman is asked, what's the secret for her a daily meditation and thanking her body? For most people, it's daily meditation and then figuring out, do something called purpose. Oh, I'm 80, I don't think my body supports, so I'm supposed to be just keep doing nothing here because body is very fragile now. If you have that thought and that don't do anything, comments about, hey, what are you doing now? You look more young, you look more youthful. You look the same last time I met him now. So how many people have gotten this comments, are getting those comments ever since you started meditation? Please write in the chat. If you feel, it's good enough if you feel you are more youthful. And that comes from one approach. External looking is one, but more importantly, you have that youthfulness inside you. What is youthfulness? Becoming spontaneous, not saying no to things, going on adventures. Energy is there, exhibit. All of that you see, then you are there, you're inspiring people around to say, yes, this is life, I must go, and then be in action. That's what equate youthfulness means. I mean, to say that, yeah, in my young days I used to do, but why not now? Many meditators who come here, they say, my second inning is starting. My third inning is starting. I'm starting my second inning. I thought this way my life is going to stop because I finished all my responsibilities or whatever for many people. And so then they're retiring. Youthfulness. And now there is scientific understanding of this, how meditation provides youthfulness and longevity. It's a different thing when somebody wants to live longer or not, that's a different thing. And you will live longer as long as you hold on to your purpose, not otherwise. One will live longer when they feel strongly that they have something more to do. And that something more, without having confusion, is coming more deeply inside through regular meditation. It's called listening to your inner voice. The scientific evidence is there. There is a master, the Nobel Prize winner, Blackstone, I think Elizabeth Blackstone, or is a Nobel Prize winner. She wrote a book on the telomerase effect. One big book. That's the other book. Okay. The telomerase effect. Top in the list of longevity and then the body's ability to duplicate cells is through this telomerase, which is like a small piece of stuff in there, like a shoelace caps as part of our DNA, like a shoelace cap. Think of shoelaces are the coils of DNA. At the end, you have the shoelace caps. Now, what do the shoelace caps do? They have to hold it together. So the shoelace caps were removed, and the lace degenerates slowly. That's coming out. Yeah, a little different, but the concept is similar. If that shoelace cap, well, think of it, the shoelace cap, for us it breaks, but think of it as if suppose it becomes shortens for various reasons. If the material is like that, it shortens. So finally, towards the end, it will become zero. And so that shoelace breaks away. Same concept here. This telomerase, which is there as an end cup of shoelaces. If it is there, as long as it's there, it helps for the cells to duplicate. Our body has billions of cells are there, and every second many cells are dying, and then many cells are get reproduced. Different numbers, but it's more like about 1 million cells, leaving alone the blood cells, red blood cells which carry, but they directly do not contribute any organ. I mean, they contribute energy to the organs, but not directly as an organ cell. But there are at least 1 million cells of different organs die, and 1 million cells get reproduced in the body. But the reproduction is part of it is, and a lot of it is based on this telomerase, which is there in DNA, RNA. And the telomerase, when you have a very, very stressful life, and then over a period of aging, based on the thought that we have, the thought that we have is that if I program myself that, okay, my age is coming, so body is going to lose a lot of strength and stuff like that if we keep talking. And then, of course, those who are stressful anyway have that kind of effect. Then this telomerase is degenerating, it's becoming shorter and shorter. Apparently, when they researched for long-term, short-term, the telomerase length for meditators is staying the same or even increasing in size. It is sufficient to stay same. Even 8 weeks of a Harvard study around this, 8 weeks of practice of meditation later, they found some difference. So the first thing that is noticed is that if your cells to be duplicated, because the skin cell is there, and skin cells, some cells are dying, the dry skin, which means the old cells are dying, and so new cells must come, so the skin looks again great. The duplication capability, liver has to regenerate. Dr. Deepak Chopra has an amazing model. He says that your liver cells are your liver is regenerated in 6 months. Intestine cells in the intestine are 5 days. They all get regenerated. That means you have new cells out there, not the old ones. For all practical purposes, in 7 years, your body has completely new cells regenerated in 7 years, except for a few sparing things here and there. According to that study, in 7 years, body is new. It's a different thought to say, if my body, everything is new, then what am I then? I've changed so much. So these cells duplication for meditators, supported by this telomerase, is because for various reasons, is staying same or increasing in size. So number one, youthfulness, the longevity. When you regularly meditate and when you go into that deep sleep state, there is a hormone called growth hormone, called fountain of youth chemical. So there's so much of research on this. You just have to go to that website. So there's hormones that are produced regularly that are required for the body, gives strength to muscles and everything, called growth hormone, which gets produced well when you go into this restful sleep, deep sleep, or the delta state. Meditation moves into the delta state regularly. Yesterday, we understood a bit about the stress producing cortisol chemicals, and these cortisols are interfering in the immunity functioning, interfering in the cell operations. And so then there is another third reason, which when meditation is done regularly, because these kind of harmful chemicals are not there in the body, in our bloodstream, and so then the functioning is great. There is a stat is there that these high position jobs, particularly governmental, like presidents and all that, there's a stat that the President of the United States of America, they're in the job for 5 years and actually are aging by 5 more years. The stress is there. We wish that all presidents and all prime ministers, all politicians meditate. There's significant stress. Those who want to do sincerely work, there's plenty of stuff going on out there. Decision after decision after decision after decision. And no thing is same as the other because you're dealing with so many people. So everybody will keep coming to you. So stress reduction. So the harmful chemicals not enter the body. Telomerase effect, growth hormone effect, which is there because every day in meditation we go into the restful sleep state. Then that feeling youthfulness comes from ability to learn, and the research is, and then we will talk about this a little later again, that our neurons capacities are increasing for long-term meditators called gray matter thickens. That means that our brain capacities are developing, not diminishing for long-term meditators. And so then you feel at 60 or 70 or 50 and 40 where people thought, okay, I'm really now losing memory, this and that, at least it starts getting revived. And so then you feel youthful to be learning. If I feel like if I don't have the resistance and I can learn, that's youthfulness because that age, it's prime. Up to 21 years, the neural capacity grows. Then thereafter, it starts diminishing along with the body. But now the research is the neural capacity is growing for regular meditators. It's an amazing amount of research work. And then you can go on talking about oxidative stress and this and that. There's so many things are there. Of reasons of how meditation increases youthfulness and longevity. And then we will know it personally, we'll know it when we start practicing the need and the dependency for external things to look good, to glow good, or to go on for longer. Everything is there. Biggest pharmaceutical machine is human body. And then a great way to keep it in work is meditation. Servicing this every day is meditation. And so the human body is rejuvenated because then it is meditation is the body is dependent on the energy body, pranamaya kosha, which is dependent on your mind body, the way you think and defective thinking in the mind, and then that is dependent on your understanding of life, understanding of creation. Now that is driven in many ways, lack of knowledge, and then that is, of course, is driven also through a past of what I've experienced. And so they're called memories of the soul. Now those have to be dissolved, pulled out, and then we understand the newer knowledge. You come in them in the regular meditation, then this body must go on until that I may feel I want to be in the body. Let's go into meditation practice once again, dear friends. This is an important aspect. We want to go out and then lead and then experience more. We must feel confident about ourselves. And youthfulness is, of course, brings us that confidence to be there. Youthfulness is not about looking great, and youthfulness is about that feeling in the mind that yes, I can do, and then I'm adventurous, and then I'm experiencing life openly without resistance. Right? But physically speaking, all these benefits are there, which is good. I know to take it. Meditation practice. So we are practicing breath mindfulness meditation, dear friends. The goal of this practice is to rest the mind from the thousands of thoughts that we have on an average day, where 90%, 95% of them are negative, worrisome, redundant, which are causing deep interference into the way the body functions. And so the idea is to rest the mind, and so then thoughts are not there. And so the way to do this is observing the natural breath with eyes closed. As you see in the picture, sit down comfortably in a chair. And so I want to mention this. Do not go to be sitting on the floor if you're not comfortable. We're not doing any heroic acts here or the myth that, okay, well, everybody is a yogi and, all these guys are sitting on the floor and then spine straight and, this and that. Don't have to try that. Instead, just be very, very comfortable, because there are so many millions and millions do get the benefit just by doing, and simply be comfortable in a loose clothes while the picture is, it'll deceive. You don't have to be, they're trying to show that even in suit you can do, or have some loose clothes if you're doing from home now. If the clothes are loose in the body, then it's great, right? They're sort of not bothering you a little bit, which is good, but otherwise it doesn't matter what attire you're wearing. And then where you're sitting. Anywhere you can sit. Simply close your eyes, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, crossing your feet at ankle, observing a normal, natural breath. And you do this, slowly thoughts are coming down. The key is to empty the mind. The key is not to be in a specific posture at all. So it's our choice. But these two gentle postures, closing our eyes is very, very important. And it's not open eye. Eyes must be closed in order to reduce and withdraw the senses. That is a must. If you want a deep meditation, close your eyes. That's a must. There will be some people talk about open eye, this and that. They're not meditations. They are some mindfulness processes. And then crossing your feet, fingers into fingers, your body can cooperate. Do it, because that has a gentle effect of locking the body and energy levels and circulating energy into the body. And so then be very comfortable. Observe your breath with your eyes closed, on the nose, at the middle of the eyebrows, here the root of the nose, where the nose starts. Observe the breath there, and then slowly mind is becoming empty. Then you experience emptiness, be with it. Don't analyze it, whatever happens. In case you have thought, bring your attention back to the breath and start all over again, right? And then before we do this, we're practicing heart elevation process, a few small process. Just follow my guidance for this, dear friends. Relax yourself. Relax your body. Carrying your body from head to toe, relax. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area. And resting your attention on your sacred heart. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love. compassion, kindness, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past or simply imagine to be living an experience of higher emotions of love, deep joy, gratitude? Relive that moment and feel that energy. The more you experience this higher emotions and energy of love, compassion, the more coherent you become. With all things and everyone. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy connected to each other. Tell yourself to direct this energy, to spread this energy to everyone and everything on this planet, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath We are going into powerful group meditation, dear friends. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. The mind is becoming empty. We experience greater emptiness. That calmness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into the deeper states of calmness, emptiness. As the mind is becoming empty, all that liberated energy is channelized into the present moment. Your body begins to function at its natural best. You develop greater power of thought. Come into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. Become aware of that calmness, stillness within you as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of limitless dimensions, the field of infinite possibilities. The more you are with it, the more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy. empowerment energy, that energy of love, that energy of the mystic, or whatever you can become aware of. Falls into this emptiness of no body, of no thing. or less matter, more emptiness and energy. As the mind is rested, you move away from this matter, your body. You experience that emptiness, energy, the feel of all connection, the field of all wisdom. The more you are in this calmness, emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more connected you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your divine self. Receive your greater mind, that awareness. the more you are with it, the more you experience your intuitive intelligence. The more you develop that acceptance, and the more effortless life becomes. Friend, it's truly a privilege to be experiencing this life, to be exploring consciousness for a greater life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to everything and to everyone? Be grateful to this intelligent universe. To your parents, to your teachers, to your mentors. Deep gratitude to yourself, to your body. Give thanks to this nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. Gratitude to all the people in your life, to everyone. To everything, the technology, the system, the company, the governments. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. We went a little longer today. Okay, without waiting further, we have some guests to share their experiences. And listening to others' experiences is a great way to become regular and sincere meditation. It is a great way to go longer. And of course, it is a great way to open our third eye capability, expand our third eye capability. We'll talk through this as we go along. Yes, Sonaji.
Yes, sir. We have two great speakers today, and we'll be happy to invite Shrikant, sir. Thank you, Shrikant, sir, for coming today. And just a brief introduction. Shrikant Gadara, sir, he's from Adoni, Andhra Pradesh, living in Bangalore, working for Broadcom as an embedded systems engineer. His mother introduced him to meditation in 2005, and he's been sincerely doing it since August last year after he joined with the CEO. Welcome, sir, and over to you. You please unmute. Thank you.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you, ma'am, for introducing me here. Like Sonal said, so I was introduced to meditation in 2005 by mother, but my sincere practice started in 2012. So that's when I actually quit my, high-paid job, and I actually started preparing for civil services. So there was an urge in me to, to do something greater and to work for public service. So that time I realized that you need something, you need to do some better things in life to be able to drive your dreams to success. So yoga and meditation are the things that I realized I have to do it sincerely to be able to study for so long and to stay committed to the cause that I chose. So that's when for a few years I did meditation every day for a couple of hours. So that actually drove me to be able to spend 14 hours of study every day. So after that, I did clear mains a few times, prelims a few times, but I could not clear the mains. I could not reach the ultimate goal. But then I was okay with it, so, and then I got back to IT job. So, but after I coming back to IT job, also I was preparing for civil services. I was trying to give one or two serious attempts. So again, here meditation helped me to be able to do the dual role of doing the IT job and also prepare for civil services. So I had a fixed routine, like morning I'll do yoga, go to office, finish my work by the fixed time, and then as soon as I come back from office, I'll sit for meditation for 1 hour, and then I'll quickly start studying. So it is this meditation actually that helped me from switching from C programming to geography, history, polity, and all that. So I was able to do that seamless switching only because of this. So I would say this is like second innings of my life. And then eventually I had to give up on preparing, and then I got married. So after marriage, I my practice of meditation, got reduced significantly. So again, after some time, I realized that I had to get back to that meditation. So, I mean, like all major incidents happen in your life, right? That will push you towards your cause, right? So, one such incident happened recently. So, we had celebrated my son's fifth year birthday in a very grand manner. So, after that, like just within a week after that function, my son fell seriously ill. He was hospitalized for 5 days. So, we were so terrified. It was a very difficult situation for us. That's when we got in touch with Vani ma'am and then Chandra sir. We actually live in the same society where Chandra sir lives. So we happened to, me and my wife, we happened to talk to Vani ma'am. And then we talked to Chandra sir. So that's when I got into the Buddha Seva fold. So I would say the next innings of my life started here. So from here on, like August of last year is when I started my sincere practice of meditation. So I would say the difference between the earlier and the current practice is the first time during civil services when I was practicing, it was I was just sitting myself, I was calming my mind and I was focused on what I wanted to do. But this time there is wisdom, there is knowledge, there is an understanding of why you do meditation, how does it help you, and the higher concepts of spiritual knowledge. So this is like a whole together different feeling because you know what you're doing exactly. You understand the concepts of manifestation. You understand the importance of gratitude. So there's so much of wisdom out there. So understanding that wisdom and then trying to sit in the meditation and grasp those concepts is a whole together a different feeling altogether. So I mean, even though we were going through the problem of my son's illness, I was very calm. I knew everything happens for a reason, and I was, meditating. So my wife was very surprised. He's going through so much trauma. He's going through so much, and you are so calm. Why don't you read? Why don't you Google about his illness? Why don't you try to talk to more doctors, right? So she was telling me all this, but I was calm. I was very calm. Actually, she was annoyed by my calmness, but deep down later, I mean, she understood that it is the calmness that helps to wade through the problems. So that was the change in me even when we were going through the problems. And couple of months after that, my mom had to undergo spinal surgery. So like I was in a very happy mode to taking her to to the hospital to get through the surgery. We were going as if like we are going to a in a movie or a resort. We were in such positive mood because see, I mean, I had accepted like what comes my way. So we tried everything possible to avoid the surgery. We could not. Then I accepted it, and I was very positive that good things are going to come out. Like the surgery is going to go well, and she'll come out unscathed. She's going to live a beautiful life. And I told her, the way I was talking to her is like not to worry about surgery and all. I was like, see, you have to live a different life. God has planned this for you. You come out of surgery and you're going to serve your life for the greater good. You have taught me meditation. So you are going to spread it to more people, not just to your kids. So I was telling her like you are not going to live for me or my kids, right? You are going to live for others. So only then you're going to be blessed with, a very good surgery and a very good outcome of it. So that is the language I was talking in. So that is one experience. And then, so when I was going through all these things, right, my colleagues were telling me like, Shrikant, you're going through so many things in life. Why don't you do some, parihara? Why don't you visit so temples? Why don't you do that? So I was like, okay, don't worry. So everything is part of life and I'm handling it beautifully. You don't worry about it. So they were amazed at my confidence and calmness that I was in. Again, this doesn't come just like that, right? Because I was practicing, I was going through lectures, I was going through a lot of messages, and I was meditating. All this helped me, to be able to talk like that. Um, and then, okay, the recent experiences that I'm going to share, like last Friday, so I wanted to go to RTO office to get my RC renewal of my bike. So it was already 4 p.m. So and I was very clear that I'm not going to bribe. I'm not going to give a single penny, and I'm going to get my work done through the government office. And I think many know how difficult it is because everyone goes through middlemen. So I already went there once in the morning, and that day I could not get the work done. So I was about to start at 4 p.m. So the one thought came in my mind that it is already 4 p.m. It is so late, and who will work for you? Who will get your things done at a government office with that too without paying a bribe? So that's when I recollected one of the messages that Chandra sir had shared. So whenever you're starting any work, don't have any doubts in the mind. Go with full positivity, with a hope that it is going to happen. He also told about his son's admission in one of the universities in US, right? I mean, it was very unlikely to get that seat, but his son went ahead and applied for it and he got it. So I recollected that thing and I went there And the moment I bumped into the motor vehicle inspector, he said it's 4 p.m. How can you expect things get done today? So I was very calm and I said, so last time I've come and I spent an entire day. It didn't happen. So I'm here. So he said, okay, come back tomorrow morning. I said, I'm a working professional and it is not easy for me to come in the morning. So I was polite and I was very firm in my voice because as a citizen, you need to demand for your, rights. So then he realized, okay, fine, you get this thing done. And all. So then I went to the other person. So he happened to be, near my place from my native. So I happened to talk to him cordially. So he guided me, how to, do the things. And eventually, everything got over within 50 minutes. So which is really surprising. So and then I got a thought to visit the Buddha Seva office. So I had made a visit to the Buddha Seva office in HSR layout in Bangalore a couple of times, but I could not get to meet Chandra sir. Last time when I went, the entire staff had gone out on a success meet of GCML, so they were not there. So again, the doubt came in my mind whether the office will be open because it is already 5 p.m. Whether I get to meet Chandra sir. So again, I applied the same principle. Why do you even have these doubts? Just go there. So I went there. So Vani ma'am greeted me as soon as I entered the office, and Chandra sir was right there. So I happened to spend an hour of time with him. So I experiences with sir. Then sir said, "Yeah, you should speak out in such experiences of yours, right?" So these are the recent experiences I have. I mean, I have a lot of experiences. So pardon me if I've not put it in a very structured manner. Um, And then another experience that I can recollect is Chandra sir was telling, to one of the, answering one of the questions about kids upbringing. So one of the mothers asked, like, how do I uh, discipline my child, right? Let's say he asks for chocolates, more chocolates. So how do I tell him what to do, what not to do? So Chandra sir said, see, kids know a lot of things better than what we think about them. So all you have to do is tell him why you should not have too many chocolates, or what is good about it, or what is bad about it. So you have to give them the knowledge, that information, and then you leave it to them to decide. So I started applying same thing with my kids, with my son. So be it in terms of having chocolates or having screen time, I tell him what it is, what harms it can do. So I tell him, and then I leave it to him. I tell him, see, this is what it is. I have to tell you. I've told you. Now it is up to you. So I tell him, like, see, is having more screen time will damage your eyes. So do you want to have a good vision or not? So I tell him all that, and then I leave it to him. So he watches for 10 minutes, and then he says, Papa, I'm done with the 10 minutes, and he gives me back the screen. So or he'll say, Papa, I'll just have one chocolate, not more than just one small chocolate, right? So it's so beautiful, right? I mean, he when he looks at other kids having screen, watching screen while having food, he tells me, Papa is he was watching screen while having food. Why does he do that? So I was like, when he told me that, wow. So right, these are the changes in my life. Otherwise, I mean, earlier I would have chided at my son. I would have blasted him. So now I'm able to handle like this with my son.
Thank you,
So
Shrikant.
yeah.
Great. You gained so many experiences.
Yes, so
Remember
many.
here. Then
Yeah,
something would
in fact, I was thinking, I was worried how to put them in a structured way. Then again, I thought, okay, I just sit and meditate. Meditation will help you, express all these things.
Spontaneity. We move to
Yeah,
spontaneity.
right.
Right. Spontaneity means you're allowing the consciousness to flow through you. Now you and I know, oh, okay, I need to talk about this. But then consciousness is now thinking today of this 150 people here, maybe another few on the YouTube, or more than that. 5 days later, somebody would desperately need this to be listening to you, and so then that is the most important than anything else. And so allow the right thing to flow through you. So we have to become spontaneous. Meditation allows us to be spontaneous, especially in sharing experience. We don't restrict and say, this is what I want to share. Just go there and speak. Yeah, as simple as you came in here, or anybody who comes in here, just speak. What is there? And then if you are sincerely practicing, it'll come. It'll come.
Yes,
There's
and
nothing
and
is
I've observed that in you, sir. I mean, whenever people ask questions, right? I observed that spontaneity in you, the way, I mean, you answer your questions, right? So I can feel the spontaneity there, and then I can feel that you are speaking out of your own experience. You're not talking based on the book knowledge. You have gone through all this, whatever we are going through now, and you're speaking through your experience. That is one thing that amazed me about you.
So that is an important part today. So everyone was sharing. If we are losing spontaneity and then with a logical mind thinking that otherwise I'll miss a point, don't worry about it. Become the consciousness. It knows that you miss a point. It's okay. What is there? Big deal. Next time.
Exactly.
You don't have to be comprehensive in everything. We only need to be at that point talk about things that are most relevant, right? That's all it is. Okay. So thank you for sharing some interesting experiences there,
I'll
Shrikant.
just share one last quote, sir. I mean, all this experience right now, I tell myself only two things. Nothing worries me. I can do anything and everything.
Great. That's the essence of spirituality. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. And Sonal ma'am, thank you for hosting this event so beautifully, and your smile is infectious.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, Sonal.
It was so wonderful to hear you, Shikant sir, and the way you're building, relationship with your children. It's so much helpful to everyone, and so as sir said, authentic, just what you're experiencing. And that's all we all wanted to hear. So thank you so much. It was great. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And we have next great speaker today. Thank you, Srimati ji, for being with us. And I know how many things you've changed to be here today. So, Srimati Rao, she's a retired bank manager and from Udupi, Karnataka state. And I think she met Chandra sir recently at one of the AMRs, if I recollect what we talked. Very warm welcome and over to you. Thank you.
Thanks to each one of you, all my friends and masters. Yes, I'm Srimati Rao. I live in Udupi. Karnataka state. I retired as a bank manager. I retired in the year 2019. My journey, beautiful journey with Chandra sir, started in the year 2022 in the month of September. That was 40 days program, if I remember, it is prosperity. I joined that through a link shared in my college WhatsApp group. I joined purely out of curiosity to know what is it. Let me check. Because my daughter was telling, you need to meditate, Amma. What this girl is telling? I was thinking. Still, because she's telling, I logged in. I registered for that. Then one more thing was I had the quest to know about human psychology, to know about this universe, biology, human biology and everything. When I was listening to Chandra sir, I was amazed. Oh, I'm getting everything as a package. Oh, then that I'm here then I thought. When the classes continued and went on, then I understood. Oh, I'm knowing my inner world. I'm knowing my outer world through my inner world. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about meditation before that. That journey was amazing. In fact, I had thought I had no fears. Then I came to know about my fears, the stress, and all my suppressed emotions. Then pointing at others, the resentments, the hate, the angry, whatever is suppressed. At the outer level, I was thinking I had nothing of that sort. That awareness was really amazing for me. That was the point for me for transformation. I really thank Chandra sir for that. Then I came to know the joy is within me. The happiness is within me. I have created my world. Why have attracted such people in my life, I am the reason for it. That awareness was huge for me. Then I started contemplating people around me are my mirrors. Started working more on that. My emotions, which have transformed me earlier. Now I understand after the meditation who I am, who I have transformed as. I had many questions. Even I have born to a spiritual parents. During my early childhood ages also, I had questions and I used to ask. We do so much pujas, so much heavens and everything. Why the crisis in my life or family's members' life? I never had answers for that. But now I have answers. It is the state of being what determines us. I never knew about the emotional quotient or the emotional intelligence, what Chandraspa speaks now. We pray to God, do everything, but on what state of being we are, with what emotions we pray, the fear normally persists there. Now, this is Udupi is a temple town and so many beautiful deities temple. They decorate deities beautifully. Now I go there, if I go, I also go there with joy. And I don't have fear. I don't fear for God. The love, that the energy we have in the temple, it's beautiful. So even though now I go to temples, I go as a transformed person. Then after these 40 days, I continued with Chandra sir. Continuously, I attended 2 or 3 more 40 days programs. Then I had some beautiful experiences during that. I remember during that Amrit program, Akhanda program, I had gone for emptiness. It was deep, I suppose. Then slowly I started hearing some sound, some beating sound. Then my mind was asking, what is that? What is this? Where is this? Then I felt it was my heartbeat. It was so loud. Then that experience was really profound. Then one more experience I had a fracture on my foot. Then when I went for the doctors, the gap has already formed and I was advised for a surgery. My inner family circle, immediately a marriage was coming, so I could not go for surgery. Other two, one of my family, ortho also said we would go for surgery in such cases because gap is formed. Fortunately for my luck, the book club, the reading of the book, You Are the Placebo by Dr. George Dispenza was happening. Then I thought that moment, this is a live example for me. I will create miracle here. So I followed all the instructions of the doctors. Ritually I followed. The most important thing to be noted here is I could keep myself without any stress, with full confidence that I will heal this. I was visualizing that I will heal. I am already healed and I am dancing. I went to the marriage function. I went to Bangalore even for the reception. I was at any point of time, I was not stressed and I was with joy that it has healed. And when the next X-ray was taken, and it was joining, and finally I got it healed without any surgery. That was really great for me. Then I thought that was the power of meditation and the body and mind connection. Then I had been to Chandra's physical sessions too. I met Chandra sir when he came here to Udupi for sessions. That was great for me, meeting him personally here. Then I went to Pyramid Valley for AMR. That was also profound. I could feel the energy of the pyramid. And that physical session, AMR, was transforming for me. I could feel the energy. And something shifted inside me so that I could continue with this journey, and the quest for my finding the purpose of my life continued. Then I recently met Chandra sir and all the spiritual leaders in the GCMI Delhi. That is great. I really thank Chandra sir and the whole team for giving us that opportunity. I really could feel the oneness, and it was really transforming to meet all. I met so many senior masters. It was wonderful, so it was profound. So I plan to continue with this and help any pockets wherever it is needed, my knowledge and my wisdom. I was really fascinated by Chandra sir's way of sharing his wisdom and sharing the science behind this meditation. So I was influenced by that, and wherever, if in case I may be traveling, if I meet anyone, then the meditation comes, the talk with that, we talk about that. I'll be happy to share something. Then if there are any pockets where it needs my help, definitely I'll go and help there. Then there is, I really like to
Madam,
do something.
you
Yes,
have
sir.
so much to share.
Yes.
You have so much to share. We have to give you a master class.
Okay, sir.
Start with you.
Yeah, I like
Sonaji
to
was
end.
telling me that they had to pursue you, and then here you're going on, and then experience after experience after experience with a deep wisdom
Yes,
that's
sir.
going through because you contemplated on it. You're living it.
That's because of you, sir. Yeah, this
You're
is
living
a
it.
new world opened. It's like a Brahmanda opened. So much to dwell in. Yes. This, I have a message. I like to give a message to all those who have joined here. Please continue with this. I too have thoughts coming. I too return to my old patterns. But continue with this. Don't give up. We have come here to celebrate our life. You will be a transformed person, and you'll be able to celebrate your life here. This is what I tell those who have joined newly to this. So I thank you, Chandra sir and Vani ma'am, for everything in my life. And I thank Buddha CEO for everything. I thank for this opportunity, for allowing me to share on this platform. Thank you, Anika. Thank you, sir.
Great. We've come here to celebrate and meditate for celebration. That's great. So thank you. You said so many things, we don't have to summarize. We have to go back and listen. Right? So thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
dear friends. We had these beautiful sharings. There is knowledge and there is wisdom. Knowledge, we learn, we borrow, and it goes to the minds when we speak. Wisdom is what we experience from the knowledge. And so that here, so it has to connect to the hearts, just like our Srimati Rao has shared. Anyway, wisdom cannot be stopped. It'll go. It will go. It's your experience. It will go. It has to go. So all we have to do is to continue this journey, and then our knowledge naturally will come into practice to be shared. Thank you. Yes, Sonaji.
No, thank you, sir. It was great sharing today, friends. I hope you will all go back and listen because there were so many things shared. No announcement for today. You have time to catch up on your wisdom notes. If any questions, we all are available. And thank you, sir. It was a great session.
So we'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got an important session on the context of energy. We speak about some common things of life. The thinking, speaking, and how we carry ourselves with work, which has so much in energy management, is nothing but a life management. So we'll talk about some of these fundamental aspects, that how they can change our energy, because our energy science. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. And thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste, dear friends and masters. Welcome to the day 9 of our program Gratitude in the batch 2. What an amazing session it was. Apart from that wisdom sharing by Chandra sir, that yes, regular practice of meditation prevents premature aging. And then the sharing by these two participants, in fact, I would say masters. Conceptual knowledge we keep receiving, but unless until we are able to implement in our life, this is what that matters. And when you feel it for yourself, then you can see the changes, you can feel the difference, you can tell the difference. And it is all learning through our experiences. This is how the life goes on. So this platform is open for discussion, for interaction. Please do ask questions if you have any, and to share your experience. Or at least, do you feel inspired with all the speakers, what they shared? Please do share. Kindly raise your hands, then we will unmute you. Yes, Kirangi, same here. You also need to share in detail your journey so far. Yes, this is what Sir had mentioned at the end of the session. As we practice meditation, more and more neural networks are getting formed, the gray mass. We are able to learn more, we are able to retain more. This is how we stay young. Because as this gray matter increases, in the frontal area of our brain. It is the capacity of conscious mind. It is also called neuroplasticity. Whatever new information we are receiving, it is getting stored, and repeating is rewiring our neural pathways. So can we share what we have learned or your takeaways from this session? Yes. Are you still spellbound with the sharings, or you don't have anything to say? Yes, Kirangi, I would like to hear from you. Can you please make Kirangi panelist? Yes, Kirangi, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. So good to see you.
Okay.
You must introduce yourself
Yes.
for the benefit of others.
Okay.
When you
So,
started meditation, yes.
hello everyone. My name is Kirangi. I started meditation with Buddha CEO from last 40 days program, and it will be like 6 months. And like I see changes in myself, physically, emotionally, and and I just got opportunity this time to volunteer in Buddha CEO. Like Jai Shri Ma'am asked me to volunteer, so I just got opportunity to volunteer. So I am also doing volunteering work in Buddha CEO. So that was also good. Like I didn't expect to get this opportunity so early because I don't know anything. So what can I say to anyone? So that was also like life like amazing for me experience. And there is so many experience, but right now I don't remember anything. So, but in all, it was great journey because when first I started, I was like I don't know what to do and what to do, and I had so many questions, so many doubts. But right now I'm like it's becoming something like very natural to me. Like
Okay,
I don't know
let me
what.
sum up for you, just for others sake of other participants. She can
Yes,
share
please.
later on also. I have seen the transformation. Everybody gets transformed with the practice of meditation, but the changes I have observed in her is you can say all round transformation. Not only she had physical issues, she lacked confidence, she was not sure what to ask, what not to ask, and amazing transformation, I would call it. Now she's so confident, you can see she's simply radiating happiness. She's so, you can see the and amazing uh, effort or sincerity from her side also. She has not only been attending all the sessions regularly, she had attended even the Amrit program, long meditation program. What I had, that's why I had requested her to come on the camera so that all of you could see and get inspired from her, dear friends and masters. Again, the message remains same. Just latch on to meditation. If you have just begun your journey, even for the second or third timers, or even the senior meditators, I would say it is just getting kind of reaffirmation or getting reassured that yes, you are on the right path. And it is always so motivating to hear others sharing their experiences, how they are feeling the positivity in their life in every aspect. This is why we keep on asking you to share, however small
Okay,
or big your sharing might be.
okay. So I just remember one thing, like I can't, I wasn't waking up early before, like before meditation, like 7, 8 p.m., 7, 8 a.m. was early for me. But right now I can get up on my own with alarm, but anytime I want, like I wake up every day at 4 p.m., 4 a.m. and 4, 15 a.m. early morning to meditate because at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Program I can't attend because I have to go. So early morning I get up to meditate. So that was a big thing for me because firstly I thought I can't get up early, but right now I can wake up anytime I want effortlessly. Just I want the help of alarm and any other thing. It's not needed, but I can wake up on my own. So that was a very big change for me, and it come naturally. Like I don't have to do anything to wake up early day before. Like I have to sleep early or do anything. I just if I intend that I have to wake up, then I can get up on my own. There is some exception here and there, but I can get up. That is very much like very much good thing for me. Like I didn't expect that I can get up early. So that was one thing that I want to share with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kirangi.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
for your sharing. I'm sure there are very few participants now in the session, but I'm sure many of you will be hearing via YouTube also and via through recordings also. Because, dear friends and masters, as Sir has always said that it is all energy management. Life is all about energy management. When you change your thought pattern, you change your energy. And this is how you can turn challenges into choices. When our body moves from dis-ease to ease, then healing happens on its own. This is what we have learned in these last 2 days. Meditation is the best way to de-stress. So kill the tension before it kills you, and live the life before it leaves you, because worry is the perfect tool to manifest everything that you don't want in your life. So stop worrying and just focus on the good. What good you have, because when you focus on the good becomes better. So with this, we can conclude our session. See you all tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you all and hearing from all of you. Happy meditating. Keep meditating. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much, Kirangi.
Everybody gets a heart, everybody gets a soul, everybody gets a mind to let them know that we can be smart, that we can be kind, that we can be living by giving and loving all the time. So on the days when it's feeling tough and it seems like you don't have enough, well, let's be thankful for our friends and family, and grateful for the air that we breathe, and appreciate everything that we have today. Let's